I'm using the Bah Hum mug because I'm very sad that Christmas is over. As you guys know, I was really excited about it, and now I'm left with this dull sense of nothingness. Feels like the rock biter holding that last rock in Never Ending Story, watching the nothing come and wipe it all away.
The nothing pulled them right out of my hands.
Now that we're all nice and depressed, welcome to, just kidding. Hello everybody and welcome to Crimbo Limbo. This is the weird week where we don't know what to do with our hands.
Strong hands.
It's the time between Christmas and New Year's. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve and I could not have less motivation right now. I have no motivation whatsoever. I just want to curl up under a blanket and eat chocolate and cheese, and that's pretty much what I've been doing ever since Christmas. I have been curled up under a blanket playing Immortal Phoenix Rising. We'll get into that for just a brief moment. It could be boring for some of you or exciting for some of you. I don't know what you do if you play video games or not. This video is essentially just going to be all of the things that I would like to put out into the universe for the coming year. Sure, you know, people get all up in arms about using the word resolutions. It's funny how we use words for things for a while and then we get sick of the word and we're like, we don't like that word anymore. Break up with the word, and then when you use it, you're out of touch. Whether you like to look at the new year as a opportunity for a restart or it's just another day to you, I totally understand either perspective. I think you just got to do what feels right for you. And what I like to do is to just hit a little bit of a reset button. I do like that the year invites this idea of reinventing yourself, or at least having some goals that you would like to reach. And if you hit them, you hit them, and if you don't beat yourself up over it. If you are doing a manifestation thing and you want to make it super special for yourself, I did a blog post on how I put together this little Louis Vuitton, it's like vintage little old Louis Vuitton planner, and where you can buy the pages for it. And this is truly what I look at this every single day to see what I need to be doing. You could put your manifestations in here. So I'm going to write all of it down right now. It's in my phone, but I'm going to write all of it down on the notes so that I have my manifestations on here. I can continue to add to it, and then, you know, next year I can kind of look back over that and see what I did. The first thing we're going to do is in the sections. We're going to do mind and body, my home, YouTube, work, and then beauty. So those are the sections that I want to talk about. And the mind and body one is the longest, go figure. I'm going to continue on with therapy. I've been in therapy for over a year now. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary, me and my therapist. I love my therapist. Right before we went on our Christmas and holiday break, because we took the 2 weeks off of therapy, I actually was crying and telling her how much I appreciated her and that how lucky and grateful I am to have found her, because I know how hard it is now speaking to friends of mine who've had to leave their therapist because it wasn't the right fit. And I'm just like, I'm so grateful. Like, it's literally a godsend. I'm gonna start crying because she has been such a huge rock in the changes of my mental health and my panic disorder, anxiety, and my agoraphobia. It's still a work in progress. I can do an update video about that too if you guys would like. I do want to do more sit downs. I know I say that, and then it's because I have to work. All healthcare should include therapy. I think everyone should be able to have therapy, and we really need to just wipe away that stigma that therapy, it means there's something wrong with you. It doesn't. I think everybody could benefit from therapy. A lot of people suffer silently and don't say that they're anxious, that they don't have anxiety, that they're not struggling and having issues. And I'm here to say, like, I'm struggling and I'm really, like, I don't know why I can't drive across a bridge or go in a tunnel. I don't know why getting on the interstate scares the living shit out of me. I do know why. I-5 is crazy. But besides that, all the things that create this anxiety every time I leave my home, it's a challenge, and I'm sick of it. And so I eventually have to do something about it. You know, you can't live your life in this way of suffering. And as you know, before I drank and now I don't drink, so I have to feel it. It's a lot. So having her has been such a lifesaver. It really has. I wouldn't have been able to get through sobriety and just my life right now the way that I have if it wasn't for her, and go on these trips. Like, I've been able to go on trips. Sure, I've been anxious. Sure, I've had moments. Sure, I have to adjust the trip accordingly to my anxiety, and I don't really talk about that as much in my vlogs because honestly, I don't want to talk about stuff like that every week. It starts to kind of drain. It feels draining. For you, I would think it would be draining, like constantly hearing about me. It's complaining a lot about it. It's better for me to keep those contained into a dedicated video, just kind of updating and explaining where I'm at. So definitely think a video would be good for us, you and me, if you guys want. If any of you are here because of agoraphobia. It doesn't even look like I have any sort of agoraphobia if you were to look at like any of my most recent videos, and it's really truly just because it's my day-to-day and it's how I live my entire life. I really want to make sure this year that I focus on feeding my creativity. My creativity is the most important thing to me, aside from like my family and my home and my dogs. If I am not able to express myself creatively, I will wilt like a flower. I will be a dead plant. I will not be watered, and it's so important. I actually unfollowed so many social media influencers, as I mentioned in a video, because I felt it was stifling my creativity. And I know that for me, it's better for me to just not see any of that. Instagram sucks me dry, so I just stopped following everybody on Instagram. But here on YouTube, I can sit and watch a little like movie almost vlog of my favorite YouTubers, and they inspire me to do great things. Making strides in anxiety and agoraphobia, we already talked about that. Perfect. Sticking to Pilates, now that's hard to do because the classes are filling up and I'm having to reserve them really far ahead, and my schedule changes so much that it's hard for me to stick with these like reservations I'm making ahead of time. Really important. So just that, and then when I can't get into Pilates, working out. I did over this Crimbo Limbo also clean out the gym, and it's been stacked full of furniture. Outdoor furniture got stacked on my gym mat. I'm like looking at my husband like, why did you stack that there? I mean, he's just trying to get it out of the way. He had his project and it was in his way, so he moves it over to my shit, and I'm just like, I can't work out like this. There's furniture. So we cleaned it all up, moved everything back out of the way, stacked it in the corner, and now I just need to get the heater to be activated when I want to be able to use it on an app. So I could just turn the heat on in there and get it warmed up, because there's nothing more demotivating than knowing I have to go work out in a cold gym. I want to do a cleanse. I want to do a sugar, so instead, since I'm already dry, like I don't need to do dry January, I'm doing dry life. I want to do a cleanse. I have my old juicer in the cabinet. I think I whip the juicer out every January. I think I start juicing in the January month in February, and I'm trying to like just cleanse my body. My husband does want to start biking with me. He loved his bike. And so we do plan on going on bike rides. And while we were on Christmas Eve, actually, we grabbed the dogs and we went for this amazing walk. And we found, it's a new area that we had discovered, and we found a track, like a runner's track. My husband back in school used to be in track and field, and it lit something up inside. I could see him like getting so excited about the prospect of running again. It's like one of the things we want to do together is start biking to the track, running. He's gonna run. I'm gonna probably jog around the track and get our steps in. So I think that'll be really nice, not only just because it'll help us stay in shape, but also something we can do together, because we love going for walks together. Like that's like our number one, is taking the dogs and going for a stroll. We grab a coffee, we go for a family stroll, and it's all I ever need in life. I also wanted to say that if you have a hang up, I think everybody has one. I think everybody has that like one thing in their life that's always kind of messed with them. You know what I mean? Like whether it's love, whether it's work, whether it's health, whether it, you know, there's just different avenues of things that can constantly maybe just give you a fight and a struggle. And for me, mine has always been this mindset that I'll never be able to do YouTube successfully and do what I love successfully as a job. I thought for the longest time that I was cursed. I was saying I'm cursed. I am just gonna have to stop everything I'm doing, go work at the mall, work at Mac for the rest of my life, and just die there. And the idea of going back to that is the most depressing thing for me. I really, really don't want to have to do that. And for me to be able to not do that, I have to work harder here. This is something that I need to get it out of my head that I don't deserve it. I'm not cursed. I do deserve it. I've busted my ass. But that actually comes into the YouTube category, which is feeding my creativity. I really would like to hit 10,000 subscribers, lovely people. But yeah, I hit 8,000 over Christmas, and I was like, I remember just saying a month ago, I can't believe I just hit 6,000, and that's when it started to feel real. I was like, I just hit 6,000. That's so many people. That's so many pumpkins. Remember I said I would start calling you guys pumpkins? I swear I'm not. For my home, I really need to declutter. Could you imagine a thrifter needing to declutter? But it is that time. It's time for us to go through the whole house. We both have a problem with just saving random crap and thinking, oh, I hate that moment when I need it. When I see something and I'm like, damn it, I threw that away. You know, that's the fear we have. We'd rather have it and not have to rebuy it. But it's madness. It needs organization. We need to go through everything and find a place for everything. So I'd really like to get some organizational bins, organize the house itself, and I have a little shelf up here that really needs gone through. But for the most part, I did just go through this space and my closet. Those two are fine. We also need to do the yard and garden, but that's something we're gonna do like right before spring. We have to get some machines and like dig up the yard and get rid of all of the bluebells and all of the ivy, and it's on our list and we want to just tackle it section by section. So I have it on here just because I wanted to say that I was going to start gardening. I bought the gardening bins. They're still in the box. I was never able to get to it because my husband and I were talking about it. The area that I want to do it really needs dug up, and we need to lay down the liners. So yard and garden, and then also we actually talked about possibly next month or February doing the bathroom. We have ordered the wallpaper. We kind of keep changing up the paint idea, but we have most of it all figured out, and it's just a matter of sanding the walls, doing the wallpaper, getting that up, and painting. We need to rip out the cabinets and order new sinks and install those. My husband is right now, he just did the electrical, so the whole house has gotten rewired completely from floor to ceiling, everything. He still needs to finish a couple things up here, but for the most part, the house is rewired with fresh electrical. Now he's doing the plumbing. He started that over the weekend, and so he has been downstairs doing all the plumbing rework. He has two friends that are plumbers that gave him all the ideas of the supplies, and they're going to come help. So all that's going to be replaced. So we're doing a lot of home remodeling stuff in this coming year, and I have that on my list because I just want to manifest the bathroom being done because we've had this wallpaper for like a long ass time. For work, I would like to find balance. I want to make sure I have a little bit more structure in my outline of the week of what I have to do for work, and also balancing when to shut off, because I work from home and because I work in the content realm and because I'm trying to start my own thing here. It's really hard for me to know when to stop and shut off. Like, I take my computer to bed and I will continue working in my bed, and I will wake up, the first thing I do is check my phone. You know, I've kind of become a little bit of a slave to my phone and my computer. For me, I know this sounds like going from one screen to another and it sounds really bad, but right now, this time of year, not spring and summer, I want to be outside, but right now in the couch with my video game, my like whimsical magical video game, that to me is shutting off. If I have found myself time to play a video game, I have found a way to properly balance my work life to my play. Over the past week, I have been playing Immortal Phoenix Rising. I play it on the Nintendo Switch, which I love because I could play it on the big TV, and if my husband's like, I kind of want to watch a movie now, can I stop listening to you screaming at your TV because you can't beat Zeus? So I get so immersed in it that there's some missions in this game where you're really high up and you have wings, and because this is all like Greek mythology themed, but also magical, mystical. You leap up and off of a rock and you have to land on something really small, and you're in space. So it's space. It's endless falling into the abyss of hell if you fall. It's really dramatic, and so falling sucks. You know that feeling you get in your belly button? It's like, ugh, oh, it's the worst. Like, I feel like that this game keeps my mind fresh. Remembering controls and moves and all that stuff is very much like keeping me on my toes, but it's so fun. And I realized too that my father-in-law and mother-in-law play games on their little tablets. They sit there, and every morning my husband's dad is sitting on his little corner of the kitchen, and he's playing these bubble popping almost type games, but they're just little games, and the level that he's at is like insane. I remember looking at it going, Jesus. So every morning he plays this little game and has his coffee. I was like, this is my version of that. This is just a little bit more of like an all immersive game, but people think that games are for kids, and they're not 100%. I think this is our crossword. This is our Sudoku, but just finding balance, I think, is the main thing. And I want to up my quality here. I want to get more, I want to push myself to do a little bit more creativity when it comes to all the content that I do, whether it's for other people, whether it's for myself. So I just want to really like kick it up a notch. So learning more, you know, taking more classes, watching more tutorials on how to do things. I think we're almost done, you guys. We are almost done. We are at beauty. I think I want to make sure that I stay, I know it sounds like, are you a thrifter or are you this? Do you do this or do this? But I am a makeup artist. It is something that I want to incorporate here. So I've always usually, when I do like a little makeover thing or a retro makeover, I will include a little bit of the makeup detail too. The last vlog, I did a little Ipsy explanation walkthrough, talk through, and I think that that's my favorite way to go about it. Turn my camera on and just film the process of me getting ready. I'd rather just film it, and then I will sit down and show you and talk through what I've done. I think that is 100% my favorite way to do it. So I'm going to try to do those more. Do more looks and then show you how I did the looks. So if you guys would like more beauty looks and more instructions on how I do that, if that interests you, I know that my audience is a mixed bag. I know that you guys, some of you are big thrifters. I know some of you are even anxious and sober people, like guys that came from my agoraphobia or my sobriety video. I know some of you are old school and have been around since I was doing makeup videos way back in the day when I was working at like Clinique. So I know that it's a lot of like of a mixed audience, which is probably why nobody knows what to watch of mine. I just got to keep doing what I'm doing and hope it works out, because I can't control that. I can't control what people desire to watch of me. I'm just going to do my best to keep putting out there what I think will stick. And so hopefully you guys are enjoying that. This is always my priority though. This is my passion. This is what I love. So hopefully you guys are here for that. I hope you guys are here for 2025 with me. I was thinking about ending this video with the quickest of all, what I got for Christmas. So if you guys want to know what I got for Christmas, stay tuned. But if you just wanted to hear my manifestations in my chats, then thank you so much for watching that part. And I'll see you guys in the coming year. I'm really excited about it. But for those of you who are nosy and want to know what I got, I'm going to show you. A lot of it has been put away or I'm using it. Some of the things I've kept in a stack and I haven't even touched. So I'm going to show you guys that. The first thing is a really fancy looking fanny pack. This is from a brand called Think Rollin' Life on the Fly. So it can be a crossbody or it could be a satchel, kind of like hand, you know, wristlet, or you can wear it around your waist, which is how I'm gonna wear it. But it's so nice, so nice. I've been wearing the same Adidas one for so long. I mean, this is pretty bougie for being like, you know, a dog's essential poo bag holder, but I don't care. It's so nice. He did such a good job. He picked this out. I just said I wanted a new fanny pack, so he just went and found this one. So all this is stuff my husband gave me, the things that my family gave me and my best friend and all that. I'm just gonna like not talk about, just because I don't want my friends to feel like when they give me something it's gonna be on YouTube. You know what I mean? But the husband, again, doesn't care. And he got me so much stuff. We agreed to get each other small things, and we each got each other like 10 small things. But he had two books in my stocking. I can't believe he fit these in my stocking. And this one is Urban Trails of Federal Way, Auburn, Puyallup, and Anderson Island, which I love so much because I'm constantly looking for new areas to take our dogs on walks. I'm always wanting new, exciting areas. And so this has all the trails, and each one will tell you the difficulty, how long the trail is, if it's bike friendly, dog friendly, or hike friendly. It gives you all those tips. So it's great. This is Wild Medicine, an illustrated guide to the magic of herbs. This tells you all of the different medicinal purposes of each plant. He did good with this one. I didn't really get a lot of witchy stuff, and I wanted witchy stuff. So this is the most witchy thing that he could have gotten me, even though this is like not witchy at all. This is herbal medicines, but you know what I mean, like this stuff with the moons and just the way it looks, it just reads like witchy world. But I love this so much. So juniper berry is in here. Like it just has so many cool things. So I definitely want to read through this. Lion's mane, lavender, how to use it, rituals, potions, and recipes. Love that for me. I'm gonna take that back downstairs actually, and I think that would be good to have next to the bed. So this is from Prada, and it is a refillable lipstick tube. Isn't that so freaking cool? Remember when I was saying that, and he picked this color out. He said he actually picked it out on accident. He picked out a nude, and then he realized that the little indicator thing hit the wrong color, and yeah, anyway, he was like, I don't know why red came. But remember when I was saying that I needed an orangey red, that I've been looking for the most perfect orangey red? I haven't even put this on my lip yet. I'm waiting for a special moment, and I think I'm going to wear this for New Year's Eve. And then also we have a company function happening in January, and so I'll probably wear some really nice lipstick for that. Beautiful orangey red color, and the name of this is Lava. So it's that like really bright orange. I love this color so much. I was talking about that in the skirt that I was gifted. I said I'm looking for that orangey red. And then this is a YSL eyeshadow palette. Gorgeous packaging. My gosh, I love it. This is why I love the luxury brand makeup releases or launches or whatever, because when they come out with stuff, they really make it special. And that to me reminds me of how things used to be, like back in the 40s and the 50s, when things were made really nicely. So yeah, it's just interesting to me that they put so much effort into these things. So I will probably do something with this for both events, for New Year's Eve and for this event coming up over. God, that sparkle is just so stunning. I've always wanted this like really light taupey brown eyelid with this pat of fine glitter over top. That's something I've been imagining with a red lip. That's the look. That is the look. And then this is the only other thing I brought up. Everything else, like I said, I got some new earplugs that are like really nice quality brand, and a new beautiful satin eye mask. Oh, it's so gorgeous, and it's like made to completely black everything out. It's been great. I've slept so much better because of that mask. Ugh. I'll have to show it to you in a vlog. And then when I see things in the vlog as I'm going about, I'll just be like, oh yeah, I got this for Christmas too, because it's all been put away. But these, I haven't had a chance to wear them yet because I haven't left my house. Fila is my favorite sneaker brand, and they make, like I said, the closest to the Louis Vuitton, I think. They're clunky, just like Louis Vuitton sneakers are. And how gorgeous are these shoes? They're so cool. Oh, they're so badass. And look, they're gonna be perfect if it snows. Like, look at that, just digging in. It's like having blades on your feet. Hell, I can go golfing with my husband with these things on. But I just love these. They're so cool. So anyway, that is it. That's all I'm going to show for Christmas. Again, if you guys have any ideas of what you would like to see, please do put that below, what you're excited to see. I know you guys will watch. If you like me and you like what I do, then you'll watch whatever I put up. But I really want to make sure that you guys are interested in it. Do you want to see me sorting through my house? Like, do you want to see organizational? I know that people like organization, but yeah, it's embarrassing to like some of the drawers downstairs. I'm like, what the hell? yeah, I definitely will show you some updates and remodels of things when we get the bathroom going. Okay, that's all. I gotta stop. This is gonna be so long. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for 8,000 subscribers. On to maybe 9 coming in the next year, in the next month. And I hope you guys just enjoy my content. If you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please do subscribe if you aren't. And I will see you guys in the coming year. Happy New Year.